And we're back with some more F30 content. With this modification right here, not only are we going to make the F30 sound very loud and quite possibly very, very good, but we're going to get it ready for performance. As you guys know, with an aftermarket downpipe combined with a tune, it's probably the best bang for the buck when it comes to increasing power on these turbocharged BMW engines. And I honestly do not know what to expect after doing this upgrade, because in the previous video we installed an AWE exhaust system and it sounded absolutely amazing and it was loud enough. So after doing this VRSF downpipe, the car is probably going to sound chaotic, which I guess is okay. I also have a feeling that this N55 powered BMW is going to sound better than an N54. As far as the downpipe itself, there's really not much to it. Stainless steel construction. You got the holes here for the O2 sensors. You got a flex pipe here for fitment. Relatively light, shorter, and of course, allows you to make big power. As always, I'm going to leave a link to this upgrade down in the video's description, along with a link to our website if you guys need any other BMW performance parts. So as you guys can see, we're going to be a tad bit more relatable to you guys today. Jack stands, a light here, mainly because the lift over there is occupied with the 5 Series. So let's get to it. All right guys, so here's the factory downpipe. To remove it, you have this V-band clamp right here on the exhaust side. I believe that's a 16 mil. And if you look up there by the turbo side, you got another V-band clamp. I think that's a 13. And then you have this bracket right here that you have to remove. And that's pretty much it. This V-band clamp, by the way, I'm gonna replace it. This is the OEM one. It's pretty crusty. With the AWE exhaust, we had got a new one, but I didn't want to use it until we replaced the downpipe. So we'll use it this time around. And it's jammed. So this clamp, depending on where your car's from, whether it's up north, you can get seized and it's pretty bad. This one was pretty bad, even though we already used it before. I mean, we already took it off. But it's really, really tough to get it off. You can either use a pry bar, flathead, or hammer, or whatever. But since I didn't have a lot of leverage, it's just kind of wedged it in there. Now we just gotta take it off. All right, as you guys can see, went ahead and loosened the V-band clamp from the turbo. That one was a lot easier than the exhaust side one. So that's loose. So the last thing to do is to remove the bracket here, and the downpipe should come down. All right, like I said, there's 2 nuts holding the bracket. The downpipe's already getting loose, so we'll be careful here so it doesn't freaking fall on my face. Gotta go ahead and take these nuts off camera, and then I'll get back to you guys.
Several days later.
All right, so this is probably one of the most annoying part, is trying to get this downpipe down without actually removing these brackets here. There's like a E-socket, like an Allen key to remove these. I took the lazy approach. We kind of accidentally took the exhaust hanger off, which gave us a lot more room. You can either unbolt it or just pull it up from the rubber. Also unplug the O2 sensors from inside of the engine bay so we can just fish everything out. And after a lot of stress and a lot of cuts, I think we're pretty much almost there. Oh god. All right, now that we got the stock downpipe removed, you guys can see there's a lot more room here. And since the VRSF downpipe is a lot smaller, it should be a breeze installing. Maybe I shouldn't say that because normally, you know, you get unlucky, but we'll give it a shot. I think it's gonna be a lot easier. I already got the V-band clamp on the top secured. I just kind of hand tight the bolt. I don't want to tighten that up until we get the fitment here correctly. All right, so let's get this in here. We'll secure this like so. It's okay, Jacob knows when to cut and when not to cut. He's probably gonna keep that one part in there. Yo, does this on this side? What the f you hit me with, you? We still gotta get the top one. So one thing I got wrong in the previous video when we were installing the AWE exhaust is that is actually not a muffler, and that's a resonator. AWE did inform me about that and told me that's just their 180 technology. Resonated, which probably explains why the car was so loud even with the stock downpipe. So now we'll get a cold start going and see what she sounds like. I'm sure it's gonna sound epic. Ooh-wee. You guys are probably gonna hate me for this one. We're gonna enable exhaust burble, which once again, I am not a fan of, but I know a lot of you guys like it. And since we pretty much have a straight pipe system here, let's give it a shot. So we already have it activated, and then we'll just map right. What I'm about to say, a lot of you guys might hate me for it, but I'm saying the truth as a person that owns an N54 and an N55. I think the N55 just sounds better.
It was said that you would destroy this thing, not join them!
Kill me in the comments. It sounds better, especially with an exhaust system, unless the N54 is single turbocharged, and that changes everything. But with the stock twin turbo setup versus the single turbo N55 setup on the F30 that I have, night and day, N55 sounds better. What the f was that? Bro, what the thing, bro?
Sound like angry popcorns, bro.
Bro, you wasn't back there, bro. It was like 4th of July.
It's called the N55 starter package.
So not only does the N55 sound better, but you get better burbles with the N55. N54 burbles doesn't sound anything like that. Alright guys, so that's what the exhaust sounds like with that downpipe. I think it sounds absolutely amazing, and it was actually quite comfortable while driving in the inside. It wasn't like no excessive drone. And again, I think it sounds better than the N54. It's probably the only thing the N55 does better than the N54. I do encourage you guys to subscribe, because in the next video, a lot of you guys are gonna hate me and a lot of you guys are gonna like me. We're gonna do some big boy moves on the F30, which involves cutting up the car. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button. It really does help with the channel. And as always, thanks for watching. Until next time.